Welcome back, Days of Our Lives fans. Tuesday, June 10th, is shaping up to be a whirlwind of emotions in Salem. With a mixture of heartbreak, laughter, and surprising confessions, this episode promises to keep us on the edge of our seats. Today, we're diving into the key moments you won't want to miss, and exploring what they might mean for the future. Let's jump right in. The episode kicks off with a jolt of excitement that longtime fans of Days of Our Lives will immediately recognize: the return of two iconic figures, Shane Donovan and Tony DiMera. Charles Shaughnessy reprises his role as Shane Donovan, a character whose cool-headed charm and steely resolve have made him a beloved fixture in the series' most dramatic moments. Shane's reappearance sends ripples of curiosity through the entire town. His history in Salem is deeply intertwined with secrets, alliances, and hidden agendas. Could he be back to offer protection to someone in need, or to dig up truths that have long been buried? At the same time, Tony DiMera's return, once again embodied by Thao Penglis, signals the reawakening of the powerful DiMera legacy. Tony's refined demeanor and calculating mind make him a force to be reckoned with, and his presence always carries a whiff of both elegance and danger. For the DiMera family, Tony is both a unifier and a wildcard, someone who can either heal old wounds or pry them open anew. Their simultaneous re-entry is more than mere fan service. It's a harbinger of shifting tides in Salem's delicate power balance. Could these two titans of the past be drawn together by a common cause? Or might their paths cross in ways that reignite ancient rivalries and alliances? As Shane and Tony navigate this return, Salem holds its breath, because in this town, even a single word or gesture from these legends can set off shockwaves that change everything. As the story unfolds, we find ourselves at the centerpiece of the day's events: John Black's funeral. This isn't just any farewell, it's a moment that encapsulates decades of shared history, triumphs, and heartbreaks. The scene is suffused with an atmosphere that feels almost sacred. Family and friends gather under a solemn sky, united by their grief and their gratitude for the man they've lost. But as the eulogies begin, something beautiful happens. Laughter, soft at first, bubbles up among the tears. Memories that once seemed locked away now dance freely in the warm, flickering candlelight. The show masterfully balances the weight of sorrow with the lightness of remembrance. We see familiar faces, some brimming with tears, others wearing wistful smiles as they recall John's greatest moments: his acts of heroism, his unwavering love, and the gentle wisdom he offered to everyone around him. A poignant prayer vigil weaves through the ceremony, with each person offering their own memories and prayers for John's journey beyond. It's a communal act of healing, a reminder that death may end a life, but it never ends a legacy. Yet beneath this bittersweet farewell lies a question that hangs in the air like a distant echo: who will fill the void that John's death leaves behind? Salem has lost a protector, a friend, and a father figure, and though the stories told at his funeral celebrate all that he was, they also underscore the uncertainty that now faces those who loved him most. Beyond the funeral's somber glow, a more intimate story of heartbreak is unfolding, one that cuts to the very core of what it means to lose someone you love. Young Rachel Black is at the center of this emotional tempest. The weight of John's death, too heavy for even the strongest adults, bears down on her fragile shoulders. Viewers will see a side of Rachel that is rarely glimpsed. Stripped of the usual childhood defenses, she is raw and exposed, her grief pouring out in waves of unrestrained sobs. It's a gut-wrenching moment. The innocence of a child, shattered by the finality of death, is a heartbreak that no words can truly capture. Yet, in the midst of this pain, there is a hand reaching out to steady her: Brady Black. Brady's presence is a balm for Rachel's wounded spirit. He kneels beside her, speaking softly, his own eyes glistening with unshed tears. In his embrace, Rachel finds a moment of peace, proof that even in the darkness, the light of family can never be fully extinguished. This scene does more than showcase grief, it reveals the quiet resilience of the human heart. Rachel's vulnerability draws Brady closer, knitting their bond even tighter. And for Rachel, this moment might be the spark that helps her transform her pain into a new kind of strength, one born from the knowledge that love, once given, can never truly be lost. Amid the swirl of grief and bittersweet memories, Chanel Dupree faces a deeply personal crossroads, one that speaks to the fragility of dreams and the weight of choices made in the shadows of the past. For weeks, Chanel has carried a hope close to her heart, the possibility that Tate's child with Sophia Choi might find a new home through adoption, a future that could mend old wounds and offer a fresh start. But this dream is tangled in uncertainty and fear of rejection, fear of an uncertain tomorrow, fear of the unspoken secrets that haunt every corner of Salem. Summoning every ounce of courage, Chanel approaches Tate and asks the question that has been eating at her: has he found a new family for the baby? Her voice trembles, a mix of vulnerability and strength, as she tries to balance compassion with the desperate need for answers. Tate's response is gentle but firm. Johnny DiMera has made it clear he's not ready to be a father, and that reality casts a long shadow over any plans for adoption. For Chanel, this is more than a simple answer, it's the shattering of a fragile dream she's carried in her heart. In that moment, Chanel's disappointment is raw and unfiltered. The weight of what she had hoped for, and what now seems lost, settles over her like a heavy blanket. Yet even in her heartbreak, Chanel's quiet dignity shines through. She doesn't lash out or let bitterness take hold. Instead, she listens, processes, and shows a resilience that has come to define her journey in Salem. It's a testament to her inner strength, a reminder that even when the world lets you down, grace and kindness can still guide the way forward. As Salem weathers waves of loss and longing, one moment stands as a beacon of warmth and hope: the reunion of Bo and Hope Brady. This scene is more than just a romantic interlude, it's a powerful reminder that love can triumph over the greatest adversities. For fans who have followed their journey from the very beginning, Bo and Hope's story is a testament to a love that has weathered every storm. In this episode, their reunion glows with a soft, comforting light. There's no grand speech or dramatic gesture, just two souls rediscovering the simple joy of being together. They share soft laughter and quiet confessions, each word steeped in the kind of trust that can only be forged through years of shared struggles. Hope leans into Bo's embrace, her eyes reflecting both the pain of the past and the joy of the present. Bo's touch is gentle, his gaze unwavering, a silent promise that no matter what comes next, they will face it together. Their reunion is a balm for the soul of Salem. In a town torn by secrets and betrayal, Bo and Hope's unwavering bond is a reminder that love is still possible. It's a moment of sweetness that feels almost sacred, a testament to the healing power of connection and forgiveness. For viewers, this scene is a quiet invitation to believe in love's enduring strength, even when everything else seems to fall apart. As the credits roll on this powerful episode, we're left with questions that stir the imagination and hint at the conflicts and triumphs to come. The return of Shane and Tony is more than nostalgia, it's a sign that the past is never truly gone in Salem. Shane's mysterious motives and Tony's enigmatic presence promise new storylines brimming with intrigue and deception. Their reappearance reminds us that the future is always built on the echoes of what came before. John's funeral, far from being an ending, is a spark that will light the next chapter for everyone he leaves behind. His absence leaves a vacuum, a void of power and protection that others will inevitably try to fill. Will this lead to new alliances, or will old rivalries burst back into flame? Rachel's pain is a stark portrait of how loss can echo through generations. Her bond with Brady is being forged in the fires of shared grief, a bond that could either heal or fracture under the weight of what they've both lost. For Chanel, this episode is a turning point. Her question to Tate reveals the depth of her compassion, and the strength it takes to face disappointment head-on. The adoption storyline is a microcosm of the larger questions at play in Salem. Who has the right to choose? Who carries the burden of the past? And who will find the courage to start over, even when the odds seem impossibly high? Finally, Bo and Hope's reunion is the emotional heartbeat of the day, a reminder that even as old wounds fester and new secrets come to light, there is still a place for love, laughter, and renewal in Salem. As we look ahead, one thing is certain: the story isn't over. In Salem, every goodbye is just a prelude to the next adventure. Every heartbreak is a chance to grow stronger. And every moment, no matter how dark, carries within it the seed of a new beginning. Tuesday, June 10th, is more than just another day in Salem. It's a masterclass in how to weave heartbreak, hope, and new beginnings into a single episode. As the sun sets on John's final chapter, the future for Salem's residents is both uncertain and full of possibility. What will Shane's return mean for the power players of Salem? Will Tony's presence stir up the past, or pave the way for a more dangerous future? Can Chanel and Rachel find peace in their pain? And most importantly, will Bo and Hope's love story continue to be the heart of this town? We'll be here to analyze every twist and turn, so stay tuned, and let us know in the comments. Which storyline has you the most intrigued? Which character's fate are you most worried about? Because in Salem, the past is never truly buried, and the next chapter is always just a heartbeat away. Thank you for joining us for this deep dive into Days of Our Lives. If you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring that notification bell for more updates from Salem. Until next time, stay dramatic, stay curious, and never stop believing in the power of love.